Hello and welcome to Learn English with Stories, the podcast where every story helps you speak English with more confidence and joy. I'm Alex, and I'm here to guide you step by step, day by day, so you can speak English more naturally and fluently. I will speak slowly and clearly so you can listen carefully and repeat after me. In today's episode, we're going to explore something exciting and full of magic: how stories can become your best teacher for English. Stories are powerful. They bring words to life, help you remember new expressions easily, and let you practice speaking in a fun way that never feels like hard work. Even if your days are busy, even if you sometimes feel shy about speaking, even if you don't live in an English-speaking country, stories can travel with you anywhere. Many learners believe they need classes, textbooks, or a teacher beside them all the time, but that's not true. You don't need perfect grammar from the start. You don't need hours of study. You just need short, captivating stories that you can listen to, repeat, and make your own. Stories that make you smile, wonder, or dream. So let's begin. First, a simple question. What is story-based learning? Maybe you've tried it. Maybe this is new. Story-based learning is one of the most enjoyable ways to improve your listening, speaking, vocabulary, and confidence all together. It's simple and incredibly effective. Here's how it works. You listen to an engaging story in English, like the one I'm going to share today, and you repeat key parts. You don't stop to check every word. You don't translate everything in your head. You just flow with the story, copying the sounds, the emotions, and the rhythm. Let's try it right now. I'll say a line from a story, and you repeat after me. In a quiet village by the sea, there lived a brave young fisherman named Leo. Now you repeat. One stormy morning, he discovered a glowing bottle washed up on the shore. Now you repeat. Inside the bottle was a message that changed everything. Now you repeat. Excellent. That's the beginning of story practice. It might feel a little unusual at first. You might miss some words. That's completely fine. Stories aren't about understanding every single detail immediately. They're about letting English enter your ears and heart naturally. When you practice like this, even just 5 or 10 minutes a day, your speaking will become smoother, your accent clearer, and your confidence stronger. Small stories create big progress. Now, the main question: how can you use stories to practice English every single day? So many learners tell me, Alex, I want to improve, but I don't know good stories. I get nervous retelling them. I don't have much time. And I always answer, you don't need long novels. You don't need to be a storyteller yet. You just need to start with short, fun tales. Today I'm going to share a brand new story called The Whispering Shell, I'll tell it slowly, pausing for you to shadow the important lines. Then I'll give you 5 easy ways to make stories part of your daily English routine. Here we go. Listen carefully and repeat when I invite you. In a peaceful coastal village, there lived a curious young fisherman named Leo. Every day he went out to sea in his small boat, dreaming of adventure beyond the waves. One stormy morning, after the rain had stopped, Leo walked along the beach. Suddenly, he noticed something shining in the wet sand. A beautiful spiral shell, larger than any he'd seen before. He picked it up and held it to his ear. To his surprise, the shell whispered softly. "What do you wish to know?" it asked. Now you repeat. "What do you wish to know?" Leo was amazed. He thought for a moment and said, "I want to speak the language of the world." The shell glowed brighter and replied, "Listen to stories every day, repeat them with your heart, and the world will speak back to you." Leo smiled and asked, "How can I start?" The shell continued, "Begin with small tales, shadow the words, retell them in your own voice, share them with others, and soon your words will flow like the ocean." Now you repeat, "And soon your words will flow like the ocean." From that day on, Leo listened to stories wherever he went, on the radio, in books, from travelers. He repeated lines out loud while rowing his boat. He retold the tales to his friends around the evening fire. His English grew stronger and more natural. And whenever he felt unsure, he returned to the whispering shell for encouragement. The end. How was that? Did you enjoy the adventure? Did you repeat the lines? Wonderful job. Stories like this teach useful words and phrases naturally. Words like spiral, whispered, glowed, flow like the ocean. Now let's look at 5 simple and powerful ways to bring stories into your daily life. Tip number 1, listen to short stories every day. This is the starting point. To speak well, you need to hear good stories regularly, not just sometimes every day. Stories give you real language, natural rhythm, and exciting context. How? Search for easy English stories on YouTube or podcasts. Listen to fairy tales, fables, or learner audiobooks. You don't have to understand 100%. Even 50% is valuable. Listen while walking, cooking, or relaxing. 10 minutes is plenty. Tip number 2, shadow the characters in the story. Bring the story to life with your voice. Pause after a sentence and repeat it exactly. Match the feeling, the speed, the tone. For example, "What do you wish to know?" Repeat. And soon your words will flow like the ocean. Repeat. Practice the same story a few times. Your pronunciation and fluency will improve quickly, and it feels like play, not study. Tip number 3, retell the story in simple words. This builds your own voice. After listening, think, What happened first? What was the surprise? How did it end? Then say it out loud in easy sentences. Leo found a magic shell. The shell gave him advice. He practiced every day. Start whispering if you're shy. This helps you think directly in English and express ideas freely. Tip number 4, read stories aloud with expression. Turn reading into acting. Choose short printed stories, graded readers, or online tales. Read slowly first, then with character voices. Soft for the shell, excited for Leo. This trains your mouth, improves intonation, and makes speaking fun. Tip number 5, create your own short story every day. Make English personal. At the end of your day, turn one real moment into a mini story. For example, today, I was like Leo. I discovered a new English word while listening to a podcast. It felt like finding treasure. Write it, record it, or just say it. 3 sentences are enough. This connects English to your life and builds real confidence. Using stories every day is easy, quick, and enjoyable. You don't need special tools or a lot of time. The secret is let stories become your daily companion. Instead of dry exercises, enjoy mysteries, adventures, and magic. Small stories every day create fluent, happy English speakers. Thank you for joining me on Learn English with Stories. Keep listening, keep repeating, and keep telling your own tales. Your English adventure is just beginning. See you in the next episode.